Hey, thanks so much for coming by to check this out. I know you're going to love it. So let's dig right in, get right to it, and I'll see you on the other side.
Okay, what you're about to see is a preview of a course that I've put together called Really Simple Facebook Ads. It's a video course. And what you're about to see are two segments from a webinar that I did about Facebook ads. And in the webinar, I shared some really little known but powerful ways to use Facebook ads. And I got great feedback after the webinar from people wanting more detail. So I had written an ebook, 5 really simple Facebook ad tips, and sold the ebook, and got great feedback about that as well. But still, there was a lot of people asking for even more information, more detail. So that's what Really Simple Facebook Ads, the video course, is. It's going to be a step-by-step guide that's going to show you through video exactly how to create Facebook ads. So let me show you some snippets from the webinar that I did to give you an idea of the kind of information that you'll get in Really Simple Facebook Ads course, but in much greater detail. And I encourage you also to stay tuned to the end of the video for a special bonus just for watching, and to make sure that I reward you for your attention. Really appreciate it. And let me go into the first segment. So one of the cool things that I like to show in Facebook advertising that a lot of people don't know about and really gets overlooked was a recently added type of ad, and it's called Reach People Near Your Business. Now, when you're going and creating an ad, one of the first things you do is choose an objective for what your ad campaign is going to try to achieve, whether you're sending people to your website or increasing conversions on your website, boosting your posts, or promoting your page. And those top four are usually what people look at. But if you look down a little below here, there's one called Reach People Near Your Business. Now let me just stop here and ask if anybody on this session right now has heard of that ad, the Reach People Near Your Business ad. Now this is not to be confused with targeting people for a particular city or targeting people for a particular zip code, which, as you know, is one of the great things about Facebook. You can really drill down your targeting. But this is reaching people near your business. So let me see. Wasn't aware of it. Tim says never heard of it. Judy says she thought she read something about it, but hasn't seen it before. So I'm going to show you it now, Judy. And let me just go ahead here and click yes. So no, no, mostly knows. Okay, so let me click on this and show you what happens when we decide to use our ad for local awareness and reaching people near your business. I've created a page. This is just a test page for Pat's Coffee Shop. There it is. So let's say that I have a coffee shop in a particular neighborhood. I just go here, and I would have already previously defined the address when I set up the page for my restaurant or for my coffee shop. When you're setting up that page, you put in your address so that Facebook knows where your shop is located. Now that I'm setting up an ad for people near my business, this is what happens. Look at this. Can you see this radius that's happening here? So my ad is going to go out to people within this radius, and I can change the radius by moving the map around. And as I do that, you'll see that the number of people change. So if we look over at the potential reach for people around my business, there's 87,000 people within a 3-mile radius of my business, my coffee shop. So I could advertise to people within that range. And I can go up to 50 miles. If we click here, you can see that there's up to 50 miles you can go in terms of radius for people close to your business. What's also fascinating about this is that, as you know, most people have location turned on their phones. So the phone is sort of tracking where they are at any given time. And even when you're on Facebook, when you're posting, you've seen that it says near Coral Springs or near wherever you might be. It might not put that out on the post, but you've seen that it says that. And you can, of course, add a location to your post because the phone knows where you are, and basically Facebook knows where you are. Don't be scared of that. It's actually a good thing. So what Facebook does is look at people who not only live in your area, but have been in your area within a certain time frame and recently. So this is the total number of people in your selected audience who we, Facebook, estimate will be in your area based on their activity on Facebook. So you can then target a little further and say, well, so let's say it was not a coffee shop, but maybe it was a dress shop. I just want to target women, and I just want to target women in their 20s. Maybe my dress shop is targeted especially for women in their 20s. And if I wanted to expand the radius out, maybe 10 miles. Do women go shopping 10 miles? Sure they do. So here's 71,000 people, 71,000 women between the ages of 20 and 29 who Facebook estimates will be in the area around my dress shop or my coffee shop or whatever it is. So if I was creating an ad that might say big discount, big sale, come in and get a free coffee, that ad would go out specifically to people near me. How cool is that? So let me see, let me get some reactions to just type into the chat box any reactions that you have to that. Didn't know you could do that. Yeah, no, most people still don't know you can target an ad this way. Surprising, awesome, kind of scary. All right, somebody said scary, sure, because in a way, Facebook knowing where you are can be a little scary, but this is for marketing purposes. Don't worry about the scariness because what you want to do is attract people into your business. So if they've got location turned on their phones, or if they've otherwise through some activity on Facebook said that they live in or are in your area, this ad is going to go out to them. So I hope you enjoyed that little tip. It is kind of an unknown thing still. Most folks are still using, and most ads are still generated using the basic targeting and the more advanced targeting that we go into in the really simple Facebook ads course. This is one of those neat little tricks we'll go into a little further in the course as well, but you can start implementing right away. Okay, stay tuned now because there's more. That was just one. I want to show you something else about Facebook ads that's really great. And this is just a preview of the really simple Facebook ads course that I'm offering. And this is a step-by-step guide to creating effective Facebook ads. And it's going to be the best Facebook ads course you've ever taken, if you've ever taken one before. And if you haven't, it's going to show you exactly what to do. It's a recorded video series where you get to watch over my shoulder as I do these things, as I create ads, and how exactly you can do it too, and how to get your first ad campaign up and running, and how to do some of the more advanced things. In fact, let me show you one of the more advanced things right now. Hey, have you ever been online and you feel like a brand or a company is following you around the web as you go to different websites because ads start popping up for things that you have seen online? So for instance, I might go to Amazon.com and search for a camera because I'm looking for a camera maybe to buy. And then the next thing I know, every time I'm on a website somewhere, I start seeing ads for this camera on Amazon. How did Amazon know that that I had been to their site and that I had visited this particular camera to show me an ad now for the camera? Well, that's called retargeting. It's a magical kind of thing that can happen and that you can put to use for your business, because if you have a website, you can start targeting ads on Facebook to people who have visited your website before. How awesome would that be? So, for instance, let's go show you. Let me go to my timeline here. I'm going to scroll down. Here's one of those ads. Here it is. MatthewWoodward.co.uk. And this is an ad, not just a normal post in that's showing up in my timeline. I can tell that because it's got the word sponsored here. And the ad says, if you enjoyed my monthly income reports, you'll really like this, yada, 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 yada. So MatthewWoodward.co.uk knows that I visited his website and that I visited his monthly income reports on his website, which in fact I did. So that now he's showing me an ad that's sort of encouraging me to come back and learn something else. So if you liked this, you'll really like that. And that's a great kind of ad. One, it gets him back in my face. You know, a lot of times you go to a website and then you go away and you sort of forget about it, right? So some people may come to your website because they're very interested in what you have at the time, but then they either get distracted or something else happens. You know, the kids, they've got something to do, they've got somewhere to go, they've got to log off, they've got to get going, or they just keep on searching for maybe even your competitors and they keep on moving and they forget about you. Putting an ad back in front of them is a great way to get them to come back, visit you again, and hopefully buy something. Now, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask it, how many times does a marketing piece have to be seen by you before you normally take action? What's the general, I already see answers coming in. Everybody mostly is saying the same thing because you're pretty savvy marketers apparently, and the answer is 7. Uh, I'm going to jump ahead here. Normally it takes a standard rule of thumb, takes about 7 times for a brand or a company to reach out and get in front of you before you actually become a customer of theirs, assuming they're asking you to become a customer of theirs. So if you're a salesperson, you probably know it takes more than one call most of the time to get somebody to buy something. It takes on average, a good rule of thumb, 7 times. So if somebody has come to visit your site, you want to get in front of them again and again and again, and you can do that with Facebook ads, and I'm going to show you how to do that. What we do is when we're in the Facebook Ads Manager, we go here to a place called audiences, and we're going to create a custom audience. It's really very simple to do, and I go into great detail on this in the really simple Facebook ads course. So when you say create an audience, we have a couple of choices. In this particular case, we're going to say a custom audience, which gives us some more choices, and here we're going to choose from either a customer list that we've already got or some website traffic or app activity. We're going to choose web traffic, and you'll see here it says create a list of people who visit your website or view specific web pages. So you can, let's choose that, and you can then say, okay, I want to target my ad to anyone who visits your website, anyone who visits a specific page on the website, people who visit specific pages but not other pages. So I might have gone to this page of your website, but I didn't go to that one. I want to target and add to those people to say either come to this other one, kind of like what Matthew Woodward there was doing to me, or if I want to target people who only went to one page but didn't go to another, I can start to reinforce the message that I was delivering on that page in my ad. And then you can also choose, and this is really great, people who haven't visited your website within a certain amount of time. So let's say that haven't come by in the last 30 days. So maybe they visited 60 days ago, but they haven't visited in the last 30, and you want to get your ad in front of them. So what happens is, we're going to do this. Let's just say anyone who visits your website. From here, we'll just give it a name for the website that we want to choose. I'll choose my own, and then say in the last 30 days, give it a name for the audience, because you can have several different audiences. So we'll say last 30 days entire site. So if they came anywhere on the site, they're going to go into this audience, and we say create the audience, and you get a message here that says thank you for creating the audience. Your audience is ready, and you'll see over here in the custom audiences list that now I have it here, last 30 days the entire site. What I now do, and this is not scary at all, we then take a little piece of code, and code is just this stuff here. You don't have to know code, you don't have to know how to do code, you just have to know how to copy and paste. And you copy this code into your website, into a particular part of your website. You can have your web developer do it, of course, if you've got somebody handling that for you, or it's very simple. It even tells you right here, copy the code below and paste it between the head and the close head markers in your website code. So if you know how to do that, it's really very simple to do. You just copy this and paste it in there on your website. What happens then is everybody who comes to your site starts to get tracked, starts to get added to this custom audience list, so that later, let's say a month from now, I can go create an ad and say, okay, show that ad to everybody that's come and visited my site in the last 30 days. That's a really powerful way to get traffic back to your website, and I highly recommend. I'm going to show you a couple of tips, in fact, some really cool ways if you're using a WordPress site, how to get it onto a WordPress site really simply in the really simple Facebook ads course. So that's called retargeting, and everybody should be taking advantage of this, because the more traffic you can get back to your site, the better chance you have of closing them, and of course, the better chance Amazon has of getting me to buy this camera. Okay, I hope you enjoyed those, and what you were watching were a couple of segments from a webinar that I did, and it's just a small sample, a small taste of what you'll learn when you take my really simple Facebook ads video course. We'll go over everything from basic to advanced Facebook ad campaigns. I encourage you to take this course for a couple of reasons, but I also encourage you to stay tuned to the end of this video for some bonuses. So let me give those to you now. And the first is a free copy of my ebook, 5 Really Simple Facebook Ad Tips. The ebook has screenshots in it that'll show you exactly how to do some of the things that we go through in the video course. You can get the ebook at patrickbarbanes.com/5tipsreport. You can see the link there on the screen, and it's absolutely free. There's no opt-in, there's no email address required. That link will take you right to the PDF of the ebook, because I want to thank you for your time and your attention for watching this today. Secondly, I want to invite you to join my invite-only private Facebook group for advertising support about Facebook ads. So if you ever have questions about your ads or about how to do something, I'm in the group every day. There's other people in the group. We can help answer the questions together to make sure that you're running ads the way you need to run them and getting the things done that you need to do to grow your business. And then just one more thing. I want to encourage you to take advantage of the early bird pricing. Somewhere on this page there's a timer you'll see, and when that timer counts down, the price will be doubling. So take advantage now. Sign up now. Take advantage of the early bird pricing, take advantage of the discount, and take advantage of the power and reach of Facebook and Facebook ads for helping to grow your business. Thanks so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in the course.